Oh, is it?
Mayor Ronnie Marks back in action, man. Summer coming to a close. A lot of good things always going on. You saw my picture with the two mayors.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, you as me.
I noticed
yeah,
you.
But y'all asked me in the middle.
Who? Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you, Mayor Tommy Battle and Troy Trulock do a great job, and it's good. It's good that you was with them. I should have been there to.
Well, your
join.
name was mentioned frequently.
Was it? Not in vain, was it?
No, it was good. And I got to tell you, took Pastor Dusty with me. We went hiking the trail Saturday morning. Zombies were out.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time Dusty'd been on this part of it.
Is it
we
really?
went all the way down to the other part. 4.5 miles. That's a pretty good walk. That's me taking a selfie.
I'm like, oh, aren't y'all cute?
Yeah.
That's a great walking trail. You know, I have a vision. Lowe's is going to give us some money to build an arbor at the entrance there at Highway 72.
You mentioned that we had the press conference down there about the new all-terrain vehicle, and you said you'd like to have a little park out there.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do, and then the Rotary Club is volunteered to help clean out the debris, the bushes, and everything there. And then, what would really be great if we could build a bridge over the creek there and connect it to the motels, hotels, and advertise up there to come walk our trail. It's a beautiful trail through there.
Really
Matter of fact,
Dusty wants a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too.
Shop
We
there.
do too. You know, my youth commission girls, they are all over that. They've been giving me a hard time about it. So they're going to do a video of Athens, and then we're going to write the corporate, they are going to write the corporate headquarters of Krispy Kreme.
Really?
Yeah, they really are.
I saw my first
fun.
jogger the other day on the new sidewalk.
Did you?
Yep, sure
Well,
did.
good. Well, you'll see a lot of them.
Joseph Cannon was the first city councilman. I saw the first one jogging on the trail the other day.
He may have run from our house all the way over there.
Yeah, well, he's in shape good enough to do that.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah. What else is happening in the great city, Ronnie?
Well, I tell you right now, what we're doing is working on budgets. We got all the general fund budgets, almost $25 million worth proposed to us, and then we've got the water and wastewater budgets. It's about $11 million, and the gas budget, it's about $15 million. And as soon as we get those prepared and get them to City Council, and the main thing, one of the other things that I'm working on right now is we're trying to replace a human resource director that's had been there 16 years.
Oh,
So I started interviews yesterday. I've got 21 applicants, some very qualified people, and I'm going to be personally interviewing until we get down.
Can they still apply, or it's been
No, it cut off August the 8th.
Okay.
And then I'll bring those to the City Council for a recommendation or a joint appointment and move on from there. But it's a very, very important position. We got 350 or so employees, and all the federal rules, the regulations are on ordinances and rules, and it's just a very, it's something that I'm going to take my time on.
Hey, I noticed you were at I guess you were there at the big press conference last Monday, I think, or Tuesday, at the big groundbreaking down in Madison there off Zurich Road. How are we supporting all this retail? And the rumor I've heard, is there another round of BRAC coming through here?
Well, I don't know. I've heard a rumor of BRAC for 2017, and I may have that wrong. If somebody knows, you can call us there. But I've heard that rumor, and if that's so, I think that's what all the growth, and again, I keep saying it is, every time I come here, this area is so hot right now. I know Huntsville, Madison, and others, Limestone County is working some projects that I'm not involved in, and that's fine, but we're working 2 or 3 projects here inside the city limits of Athens that are huge projects in it.
When will we know about the one that you think we might get here before?
Middle of September.
So about a month away.
Right. Yeah, hopefully we will know. They'll make a decision, I think. The tough thing about that, Jamie, is you put all this work and effort into it, and this is one of those things when winning second prize is not.
Yeah.
You don't win anything. It is so we want to be in that final selection. We are in the final selection. We're the site chosen in the state of Alabama, and so we're just working it hard.
I read, I think it was in maybe the paper over the weekend, News Courier, somebody was complaining about Remington, said that there was an article in there, and I had it last week, talking about Remington starting salaries like $12 an hour, and they were complaining that wasn't near high enough.
No.
And after you guys and everybody had worked together to give them so much to entice them to come here, and then they were complaining that, well, that's not enough money.
Yeah. Well, $12 an hour for everybody out there is 2,080 work hours in a year times 12. That's $25,000 a year, plus benefits after they're there for a while. And it may not be the salary that somebody wants, but I had an opportunity to visit Remington a couple of weeks ago with Tom Hill and Jennifer Williamson. And boy, you're talking about rolling. Those folks are organized. They have meetings every morning. They have project plans, staff plans. They've got the first equipment over there to build, I think, the air weight pistol that's coming out this fall, and so they're rolling.
Ronnie, let me ask you what's going on nationally right now. Ferguson, Missouri's got 21,000 people.
Right.
Similar town to
Very
Athens.
similar. Very similar.
Similar town to Athens.
Right.
How, on what's going on up there, how is that possibly happening in America?
Well, it's just, it really is heartbreaking. Me and Mr. Gill talked yesterday for a while about it, and I've talked to a lot of other people. It's just, it's very disturbing that the country and small communities and big communities, again, I've tried to say there's a feel out there that the country is being polarized bad, not only about Christian beliefs, but also oftentimes about party politics, and I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying that that's the feel out there, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get young people involved in a youth commission. I wanted them to know that this is the greatest country in the world. There are opportunities here, and not take things for granted. I mean, what did we have last time that people voted? 17, 20%? I mean, that we ought to break down and cry over that. That's a disgrace, yeah. So,
well, I tell you what's not helping matters up there yesterday. Gloria, they've got a black state senator, young gal. She went off, man, using profanity and everything on the governor, who was also a Democrat. It was pathetic.
Yeah, I did not see that, but that's, it's again, that's, you know, that's very unprofessional. It's very unchristian.
They asked her that.
They asked her, why would you say that? I mean, she used the F word to
your kid.
talk about the governor.
No, I didn't hear that.
And she said, well, she is in front of all these young people, and that's how they communicate.
That's how they communicate.
Right.
Well, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Stupid. It's
I'm sorry to say that to somebody. That's just very unprofessional.
Up your standards and show a little class.
Yeah, I believe we're elected to be for people to.
How many police officers do we have on force?
We've got about 45. We've got about 58 people in the staff. In October, this budget year, we're putting another police officer on with third shift and second shift. And we probably need 3 or 4 more, but these guys, they do a great job. We occasionally have some turnover, and we had a resignation last week. We've got somebody that's going to retire. And that challenge to get good people and get them trained is very, I mean, those guys have a tough job. It's really, you know, I've said and I say continuously, our #1 priority is protection of citizens.
Did you make it out to Beth Bash last weekend?
I did not. I saw them last week on television, you know, and I said to Jimmy and Beth, wished them good luck and gave a donation to them, and they did a great job out there the other day. And I've communicated with him through some Facebook messages on their trip
she's
to
in Mexico right now. We've got some videos. Who provided us with this?
Jerry Bryant.
Jerry Bryant.
Yeah, that's correct. No, it's good. Things are rolling well, and thank y'all for just letting me come by.
Oh, yeah. Maddie's back in school today down at Lindsay Lane. All right, let's go to some of that Beth Bash video from out at the Sheriff's Arena. Hey, don't forget Sheriff's Arena. My buddy Mike Curtis will be out there this weekend. It's meet and greet with Mike at from 11 to 1 o'clock, so you go out and visit with Mike. We'll talk more about that later. Right now, let's go to some of their Mike right there. Let's go to some of that video. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
They gray shirt.
What's your name?
I got a hat in there. It's gotta be like camouflage.